Let's get started and see how desi ghee or clarified butter is made. Because we're going to be making organic desi ghee, we need organic butter to start off. So this is what I'm using. You can use any brand you like. We need a saucepan that's a little deep. My first step is going to be just removing the wrapper and dropping the whole thing into the saucepan. Oh, I forgot a little piece. I'm using 3 bars, the full-size bars of butter, and I put a pan, and I'm just going to turn the heat down to about medium, and I'm going to let it melt on its own. I've added this flipper here, and every now and then I'm going to occasionally stir it, make sure it's not sticking to the bottom, and just let it do its thing. So it's 116 now, and we'll see how long it takes for us to melt it and turn it into clarified butter or desi ghee. So that's how simple it is. Very straightforward. Roughly it's been about 15 minutes since we butter in the saucepan. I just wanted to show you, this is the reason why we don't put it on high heat, because once it starts boiling, it starts coming up, and it could be very, very dangerous, very messy. So I've just moved it away from the heat, turned it down a little bit. I'm going to let it settle down a bit and then start it on again. And plus, while I'm doing this, I'm also making fritters here, potato and onion fritters or pakoras. Recipe for these, make sure you put it in my messages, and I'll share the recipe for that as well. So I'll get back to you in a few minutes and show you what's happening. Back on the heat, and I'm just going to give it a stir so that it's not getting sticky on the bottom, and it looks good so far. So we're going to keep going. Time 1:37. Look at those yummy fritters. Can't really wait to eat them. Roughly it's been about 35 minutes. It's starting to settle down. It's not boiling out of the pot anymore. It's getting thicker, and it is getting stuck to the bottom, so you have to be careful. You have to keep stirring after this point. Not, every few seconds, but yeah, wait a few minutes, come back, check on it while you're cooking other things, just like I am, doing other work and working on this at the same time. Okay, so our desi ghee clarified butter is ready. I'm going to show you what it looks like in the pot. The process took roughly about 45 minutes. So here's our pot. As you can see, it's turned this golden clear liquid, and it's yummy and beautiful and super healthy. How to store it? You can put it in a glass jar. I'd like to put it in a ceramic pot. This one here, I put it in here and I leave it on my kitchen counter, and every time I'm about to cook something, I pour a little bit, a couple of spoons, and that's what I cook my food in. So I'm going to show you how to pour that in. There are 2 things you can do. You can either wait for it to cool down completely and then pour it in, or you can pour it in hot. And if you pour it in hot, make sure your container can take hot, otherwise it might crack. So because being ceramic, this is okay to use. Be extra careful if you're gonna place it in here while it's hot. So we put a strainer there. So I'm just gonna simply pour it over. Look at that beautiful color, beautiful rich color. And look at all that fat at the bottom. It's just gonna strain it all out. And that's it. There's my pot of desi ghee. The reason why I put the lid on right away is because it makes little grains in there. Just like if it was store-bought, you would see those little grains in your desi ghee. So it does the same effect. You don't have to cover it right away. You can let it cool off and then store it, cover it and store it in your fridge. Or like I said, I just leave it on the counter and it stays fine. It doesn't go bad. So for more recipes or for fritters, messages, and I will share the recipe for those yummy fritters. Until next time, you take care and stay healthy. Bye.